Hello, and thank you for tuning in to Sex and Life. It's a weekly podcast about human sexuality and subcultures and how sex plays out in media.
Weekly with an asterisk.
Weekly with an asterisk, yeah, okay. And today we have underground hip-hop artist Admiral Crumple.
Yeah.
Sitting in the studio with us, and we're going to talk about sex and rap music.
Studio with an
That's
asterisk.
right.
Studio with an asterisk, yeah, that's it. Now, Crumple, how long have you been doing rap? I mean, you have,
Hip-hop?
what, 13 albums?
Yeah, I have 13 albums out now. And it's 13 out since 2002. That's when I released my first album. But I've been into hip hop since from when I was born.
So you got more shit out than Jay-Z, yo.
I don't know, maybe. He's got more money than me though. I want his money.
And another difference is you don't keep on saying you're going to retire just to sell
No.
albums.
I don't believe in retirement. I'm not going to retire. They say you can retire from your job, but you shouldn't retire from meaningful work.
That's it.
Yeah.
Now, your rap style is a little different than most, right? I mean, I listen to your stuff and it's dark and it's creepy music.
Because I'm a creep.
But the lyrics are always very positive, or they're very, I want to say, conservative.
Yeah.
On one of your songs, you said, "Don't give birth unless you have 50,000 in your purse."
Yeah.
You know, talking about raising kids, in a way that you can afford them as opposed to living on welfare, I guess.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly it.
And you've done another couple songs about girls and what you're looking for in a relationship, things like Hot
Right.
Chick or Street Girl.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple other songs where you talked about getting yourself into a better place, whether it's in relationships or whether it's just physically about, drugs and alcohol.
Right.
How did you come up with this style that's very unique to you?
It's I think just through life experience, like growing up in Rexdale and this and that, and just going through what everyone goes through. Well, like you go through challenges in life and then you just try to come up with solutions. So a lot of my work is kind of personal, and it's like therapeutic.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So it's like if I'm bothered by something or if I'm scared of something, I'll write it down and I'll make it hardcore. You know what I mean? Like, because so many people walk around and they're like, it's important to be happy and stuff, and it's important to be positive. But I think there's a lot of fake positivity that can be toxic in itself, right? It's like, oh, I'm happy. But I believe in the thing, it's like, if you're angry, you're angry. You got to put that out,
Yeah.
So it's funny. A lot of people think like, oh, you're so positive, and they think I'm really positive, and I am. But I hope that it's authentic happiness and positivity. And that's why it's grimy music and it's hardcore. And even there's this producer named Civilian, and he's like a good friend of mine, and he heard my last album, Dark Sentences, and he's like, yeah, man, it's so dark and grimy, but it's so positive at the same time.
Well,
it's
that's
like,
it.
and it's just like, it's just strange to people because they're like, how can it be like that? They're like, how can it be grimy? And it's like, it's so dark, but then it's like, they say it's really uplifting, because that's the whole thing. I try to put that kind of, it's truthful. I try to be honest with it.
So you're not into drinking 40s, bitches, and...
Bitches and hoes and 40s. That's it's actually all a facade. That's what I really do. I'm gonna be.
That's how you seduce them, eh? Act like the nice guy, and then you just turn out to be a cold fucking player.
Exactly. Then I holler at the hookers.
I mean, to me,
just kidding.
when I listen to your stuff, it sounds to me as if there's like some kind of Judeo-Christian undertones.
Right.
And is that on purpose? Like, are you a spiritual man?
I am Christian. Like, I mean, I have Christian beliefs. Like, I believe in God. I even believe in Christ. You know what I mean? But it's not like I go out and push that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just try to and the reason why it like works for me. It just works for my life. And it's like I see a lot of people on Facebook and they have all these arguments are like, it's science, it's the new thing. And Bill Nye, hey man, it's all science. It's like, or then it's like, oh no, they're like, if you either believe in science or that like God made things. And I'm just thinking, I believe in both.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I don't think they need to
I
be
just don't understand
mutually
how
exclusive.
how you can't not believe in both. I mean,
Yeah.
on the one hand, you got to believe that God has some hand in it, but you also have to understand, well, how did he do it?
Yeah.
That's what science is. It's
Yeah.
the machinations of how God is actually making things happen.
Exactly. And it's like, here's like science, and I'm like, well, God created science. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like all those, like, down to the molecules, down to like every little thing, like, I
It takes time to
believe in
build shit.
both. And the thing is, I feel like with science, it's like we just keep discovering new things. And it's like, and also the whole concept of like people are like, oh, there's no God because you can't see him. Okay. I think that whole concept of like you can't even see it and it's intelligent, what is it? Intangible. You
Mhm.
can't touch it.
Yeah.
There's something really big and important to be said for that. That's because it's like you're believing the unseen, and it's like, look, we're here now. We're in this radio station. This didn't
Asterisk.
exist. Asterisk, yeah. This didn't exist like 10 minutes ago, but we made it happen. So it's even like the future. It's like that doesn't exist, but we'll make it happen. We don't see it, right?
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Well, you know what? I don't want to put down atheists. I don't want to put people, scientists or no one. Like anyone can believe what they want, right? I believe, like I consider myself a Christian because it works for me.
Now, so I'm guessing that's where you got a lot of your morals from.
Yeah, well, yeah, morality or yeah.
Things like, don't cheat on your spouse.
Yeah. I'm definitely not into like infidelity or anything like that.
It's amazing that we're friends, really.
Uh-oh. Bang bang.
I'm infidelity, I'm out fidelity, all that kind of shit.
I'm high fidelity. Whatever that means.
No, it's actually my fault. I gotta turn your gain.
No, that's good. That's good.
So, seeing as how you come from, like I said, a more conservative background, and your lyrics are more conservative and trying to be more uplifting, what do you think about a lot of these sexist and misogynistic rap songs?
I think it's fine. I'm like, it's like this. If rappers, guys or girls, because now the girls I think are getting at the guys, right? It is what it
Lil'
is.
Kim's nasty.
Lil' Kim?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lil' Kim. She's great, but peace to her. But I wish she just didn't kind of get plastic surgery. But that's another issue. Like, but she's cool anyway. But no, but I'm saying like with misogyny and all that, it's like if a rapper's gonna call a girl a bitch or whatever, even like it's like this. It's expression, right? So if a rapper went through some crap and he's expressing some like a girl really hurt him, he calls her a bitch. I'm like, that's friggin' art. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's a good thing, but it's like he's expressing himself. But if it's like constantly like I just straight refer to girls as bitches, like yo, they're all that's when it gets messed up.
Yeah.
Like there should be a balance. Like okay, you're bothered by this, that, but then it should be like you love and respect women too, right? Like obviously women need to be respected. Like the women pretty much are my biggest inspiration. Like that's all that. Like girls excite me every day. I fall in love every day. I'm on the bus. I'm like, whoa, look at that one in the leggings.
That's all right.
So no, but you know what I mean? It's like misogyny and all that stuff. It's like I don't know. Like it's not as bad as people think, but obviously if it's like really but then you got to look in their personal lives. Like are rappers actually like beating up their wives in real life? That's when it gets crazy. You know what I mean? But if it's like they're gonna just rap about and express, but I mean, then there's the whole thing like, oh, is it influencing people? Like, whatever, if it's bad, but whatever.
Who do you think takes it too far then? Is there anybody who takes it too far? Too short?
I don't know. I'm not so familiar with Too Short's music. I know he's like really sexual and stuff, but that's okay. It's Miami.
He's from Oakland.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Of course, yeah, he's from Oakland. I'm thinking of Too Short's from Oakland. I'm thinking of what Trick Daddy's from Miami, right?
I don't know Trick Daddy.
Someone else. See, I apologize. That's something I should have known. The thing is like, yeah, Too Short. That's I feel so because one of my favorite songs by Too Short. Again, I don't know a lot of him, but I like the track he did with Eric Sermon from EPMD.
Okay.
And the video, I like that track. I never got a lot into Too Short. I know he got booked recently with Ecstasy, so
I got I had an album he did. He did a song called Just a Word with Ice Cube.
Mhm.
That was a song. I had that when I was a kid, like
Mhm.
18, something like that.
yeah.
It was pretty wicked.
Didn't he do the album As Nasty as I Wanna Be? Was that his
No,
album?
no, that's Two Live Crew.
Wait a second. Wait a
Skywalker.
second. Exactly. That's who I was thinking of.
Okay.
Luke.
They're from Miami.
Luke's from Miami.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Luke. Luke, Uncle Luke, right?
No, Luke Skywalker.
Luke's, but then don't they
That's
call
what
him
it says.
Uncle Luke?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
the
don't know.
dirty uncle.
So since you have these, like I said, strong Christian fundamentals in your music,
Mm.
do you ever talk about like hot topics like gay marriage or condoms in schools in your music?
Not really. But I know. I don't cover that. Like I don't know.
So you just cover don't drink, don't smoke.
Yeah, but I mean, people can do whatever they want. Like I hope I'm not coming off as preachy. I
No,
quit that stuff.
That's the cool thing is you do these songs and they don't sound really that preachy. It's just, this is my opinion, take it for what it's worth, and that's how it comes off. But there's a difference between sending a message and sounding preachy.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you tend to balance that? You just
I don't know. I kind of.
what's your writing process?
It's like if I go through problems, then a lot of times they can come out. But then like even like lately, like all like the last 2 years, I've been getting really inspired and I just run to the pen and pad or pull something out like my cell phone and write something. And like I come up with a lot of incredible stuff just off the top. So because a lot of people they said they love the way I just freestyle off the top. So then I've been incorporating that into my music a lot. I'll write about problems, or a lot of times it's like it's divine inspiration. Like how they wrote the Bible. I write lyrics like they wrote the Bible. It's divine inspiration.
So you chisel them in stone until you can come across a scroll that you can write it on.
Exactly.
And
Ancient
It just
scrolls,
comes to me.
right?
Heavily
comes-
edited for
Yeah.
content.
Yeah. I don't know. It just comes to my mind, or sometimes I want to write something. I'm actually I plan on writing such a focused rhyme that I'm writing an essay now first to really crystallize those thoughts.
Yeah.
And then write a song based off my essay. So it's like a persuasive essay. So it's just like boom, like this is okay, I understand this, but this is my opinion on this.
And what is the topic that you're gonna do?
I don't want to say just yet, but I don't want to say just yet, but and it probably won't even be on my next album. It's gonna, but I can do stuff like that. So it's like very intellectual rap.
Who are some of the guys that you've collaborated with?
I've collaborated with Pumpkinhead was the first major
Nice.
MC from Brooklyn Academy. Shout out to Pumpkinhead. Like I just did a song with Pumpkinhead. Now what? So that was really cool. And I want to say some of my collaborations. I don't do collaborations to gain their fan base
Mhm.
or to make more money. I do those collaborations to improve my pen game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you look at everyone I collaborate with, they're all major rap. They may not be major label rappers.
They're major rappers though. And
They're
Cage,
heavy.
Pumpkinhead.
Exactly. They're skilled. They're like MCs. They're great lyricists, and it's like when I set it up and I do a record with them, then it challenges me to write way better. So that's what it did.
It's the same thing happens in comedy.
Right.
You know, you hang out with comedians that are funnier than you
Yeah.
because they're going to push you,
Yeah.
if not directly by saying, hey, you need to work harder, than just by watching them and watching how amazing they are. And the same idea about freestyling,
Yeah.
you know, working off crowds. It's a muscle.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, going to watch someone who's amazing, like Mike Wilmot or K. Trevor Wilson, and just how they work the audience, it's pretty much the same thing, I guess, for a rapper, you know,
Hip-hop.
freestyling. And, I mean, you know, you tour, you do shows, right?
I've done shows. I haven't been on tour, but even and that's exactly it. I can see the same thing with comedy and like the other comedians improving. But even to answer your first question, it was the people I did songs with were Pumpkinhead, Cage, Cool Keith, which was a dream
Cool
come true.
Keith.
Which was like, since this show is all about sex, like he's like the master of sex rap, in my opinion.
You think
So-
the master?
Freak, man. His album Sex Style is pretty much my favorite, one of my favorite hip hop albums, and that album is like, because he makes it fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, you got to recognize the talent behind people like, you know, like we were saying before, you know, Two Live Crew,
Yeah.
and, you know, Luke Skywalker, and people like Sweet Daddy Kane.
Sweet Daddy
Or-
Kane or Big Daddy
Big
Kane?
Daddy Kane, sorry.
Yeah. See, now you're making
Sweet Daddy
it sound
Siki
sweet.
is a wrestler.
Sweet.
No,
He's
yeah,
sweet.
but, you know,
yeah.
I mean, Big Daddy Kane, he was a smooth operator,
Yeah.
and he can do it right.
Yeah. I know. There's a lot of MCs that have like sexual content and all that. The thing is, I don't know, like when I was a kid and I went to record stores and I saw the Two Live Crew albums with the asses out and those weird 1980s
Outfits.
out with swimsuits and whatever. I never got into Two Live Crew. You know what I mean? Because that hip hop, like, it's almost like that Miami bass stuff, and it's just great. I just never got it. There's so much hip hop. Like
There really is.
I consider myself a big hip hop head, and I know a lot. But there's so much out there that you have to know. So like there's histories. And it's like there's an incredible artist, and then there's that history behind that artist.
So, like
It's
I
like
said,
an encyclopedia.
is there a rapper who takes it too far?
I don't. There are extreme rappers. You know, the most extreme rapper I've probably heard was some random MySpace rapper who said some shit that was very disturbing, and I don't even want to say it. Like it's, and that's random. Like
Just whack,
just
eh?
crazy, wild out. Like it's just, I can't explain how, like, just very vile, bad stuff. And it was, let's just say it was abuse. It was abuse, but like messed up abuse.
So, like, almost like Bizarre, but taken too far.
Yeah. And I was like, wow, really? And it was almost like some sort, like he you know, because MySpace, all the rappers, you could do whatever you want, and he looked like he was a fan of Insane Clown Posse or something like that. And I know there's this whole part in America where like they're all crazy about ICP and all that. They're an incredible group for what they are, but
And good
like,
wrestlers.
yeah. So their fans, one of their fans was like wilding out. Like, but it is what it is. But like I was saying, like I think Cool Keith, he kind of takes the cake or whatever for like sex rap. But I don't know, like, because I haven't really like who else is there? Okay, there's Cool Keith, there's Luke,
Too Short.
Too Short,
Big Daddy Kane.
Big Daddy Kane.
Big Daddy
the
Kane
thing
was more about romance.
Right,
He's
but
like
Big-
smooth.
Yeah, Big Daddy Kane is like one of the greatest MCs. At the same token, though, he's like a rapper. Like he's one of the greats.
He's a force.
You
He's a
know,
force.
that's why to me, like I wouldn't. And again, like, and I hate to say it, like while I know about Slick Rick, and I'm heavy into KRS-One and Cool G Rap. As bad it is, I haven't got heavily into Big Daddy Kane yet. I know a lot of his stuff.
Yeah.
But then like Cool Keith, like, and then I know everything about Cool Keith, Ultramagnetic MCs. But even just thinking about rappers who are all into sex or whatever, it's like who else? I know Cage did the Smut Peddlers, that album Porn Again and all this, but then like
Ice-T's Let's Get
Ice-
Butt Naked
yeah.
and Fuck.
okay.
Love that song as a kid.
See, I'm not too familiar with that. Like I know Ice-T and like his gangster stuff, but you know what I mean? It's like what else is there? Like with sexual, like Necro does this thing. He does the Sexorcist or whatever.
The Bitches. You ever listen to The Bitches?
But by J-Ru?
BWP?
No, I haven't.
Bitches with Pussy, I think is what
Okay.
it stands for. They were big around the same time as songs like Don't Want No Short Dick Man,
Mhm,
you know, that era.
mhm,
And they had songs like 2 Minute Brother,
mhm.
and No Means No Motherfucker. Like very strong women's songs, you know.
Yeah. Were they like a female group or
Yeah,
something?
all female rap group.
Oh, okay.
We Want
yeah.
Money.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That can be like at the same reverse, like what we were talking about before. Like being like not misogynistic, but like now almost male bashing or something. Like the
Almost.
girls,
Well,
the
yeah.
girls can do that.
2 Minute Brother was male bashing.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? So that's why you got to look at it. It's like where are the lyrics coming from? Are they coming from a place of anger or whatever? And that's the thing with Cool Keith. And why I like his like sex raps or whatever, because they're fun. Because even me, like I have a lot of sex references in my music. Even in 2002, like my first album, I mentioned stuff, and like I've said a lot because you know what I mean. It's like that's another form of inspiration, but you can't take it too far. Like it's like sexuality is like a power. You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely.
But it's like it's how you wield that power, that sword. You know, I don't know. It's tricky.
How is your style? Do you find that it's hurt you in that a lot because you're not rapping about bitches and 40s?
I should
That a
make,
lot of people can't get into your positive message?
I don't know, because the thing is, I can make a track about bitches in 40s tomorrow if I wanted to. You know what I mean? I could do whatever I want.
Oh,
You
I
what
know.
mean? But I know what you're saying though. Like that's just not my thing. Like I don't know. Like there's an ignorant way to do it.
Yeah.
And then there's like a cool way to do it or a fun way to do it. You know?
Yeah, oh, definitely.
So
And sex should be fun.
yeah, of course, yeah. And but again, like that's the other problem though. It's like a lot of people, it's like, are you buying their music because of their lyrics or whatever, or are you buying it just because all
The
these
warning
girls
label.
like it? Oh frig, my cell phone.
So let's get into some hot topics right now and get your opinion on them.
Yeah.
Condoms in schools.
Yeah.
You're for condoms in schools?
No. Wait a second. Am I for condoms? What school are we talking
Like
about?
high schools.
I don't know about that because the thing is like high school. I mean, maybe. Like I think yeah, safe sex is important, right? So yeah, in a sense I think maybe condoms should be available like in the guidance office, but not kind of like everywhere. I think there was a case where some teacher had condoms or he was distributing something to these kids and it was something about oh yeah, it was heavy. It's like this teacher, I think it was in Toronto or I don't know, he was distributing these pamphlets on how to like something about like, and I think it was even like some gay stuff or like whatever, not that but it was something about like oral sex or something and being safe with oral sex, and it was pamphlets and he was giving these out to like I think middle school or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I think that's a little bit extreme. Like so I mean like with condoms I'm like sure safe sex is important because we don't need messed up kids.
That's it.
So but I'm saying like it's important like, and I guess like high schools should carry condoms, but it should kind of be like in the guidance office and maybe even like right there so like the kids don't feel embarrassed getting them or something. Like if worse comes to worse, I was originally going to say like if kids are going to do it maybe they should go buy it themselves in pharmacies, but if they're shy, like yeah, and yeah, probably like I think in high school maybe they should, but not like in the open. Like
Yeah.
you go to like English class and they're like here's the condoms, enjoy your weekend. Go crazy.
I mean, because there has to be some kind of response to our sexualizing children at such a young age. I mean,
Yeah.
you look at people like Miley Cyrus,
Honey Boo Boo.
Honey Boo Boo, which is just disgusting.
Is she okay? I don't want to think about that.
No,
shit.
it's things like that. You have the Miley Cyrus, and she's sticking out her tongue now and twerking, while you have all these kids who grew up with her that are barely teenagers.
Yeah.
My daughter is 10, and she grew up watching Hannah Montana and all this.
Hannah Montana.
So, do you think that there has to be some kind of responsibility on behalf of the industry, or is it clearly up to the parents to police their children?
I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't even know if I don't see a lot of that. Like, I don't even know why I said Honey Boo Boo. Like, because I think I was seeing like one of those talent shows, and it's like, no, because I'm thinking of like that old man movie where it's like, with that CKY stuff where they took the kid to the pageant and they make it like she's like stripping or something, but it's like that old.
That was Johnny Knoxville's movie, like Bad Grandpa.
Bad Grandpa. That's what I was thinking about, like the Honey Boo Boo thing, because I know because all those pageants and they were like, so that's why I said that. But like no, like I was saying, like and whether entertainment is responsible for it, like I don't know, or like if they. I don't know if I even see too much of it, but like I remember stuff like on Geraldo or like the talk shows.
Yeah.
Where it's you see like 13-year-olds, 12-year-olds, and they're dressed like really they're sexualized. You know what I mean? And I think that's kind of messed up. Like I don't think kids should be having sex early. Like
the fashion industry alone makes big quotes around this bras for kids and T-bars.
I don't know
G-strings
that's crazy.
For 7-year-olds.
No, that's messed up.
And that's,